Good morning. This is how I woke up. Yes, I didn't take my makeup off before bed. I actually, if you're still watching my stuff, Motorbike Man, that melatonin you gave me like 6 months ago, I finally started taking it before bed, and I've actually had good sleep. Why didn't I start taking it when you gave it to me? It would have been good. um, Yeah, it's not too bad. Like, I can just run these fingers through and it looks almost good enough, doesn't it? Today, I am going to try to get my house organized. As it's been neglected, I did do nearly like 3 days of a mini tour and then I was sick, so it's been pretty neglected for a while. Though yesterday I did a tiny bit. And then maybe find some sexy dresses to put on and make some TikToks. Yeah. See if I fit into some. The joy of being sick for the week, maybe I've lost a few kilos. I don't think it'll be enough yet to fit into some of the dresses I brought. Because for the first time in my life, I've put a lot of weight on my chest area. Yes. I think that's all so far. I'm still waking up with that melatonin. I could go back and snooze a bit longer, but I should try and get some actions done. What's your plans for the day? Let me know. Are you going to do something for the weekend? I live right near the beach, like 200 meters. I should go there. I have not been down to the shore line for probably 6 months either. It's so terrible, isn't it, when you live so close to beautiful nature. And I will need a shower to shave my legs, yeah. And there might be some bookings. I do need to get my house a little bit more organized, I think, before I have anyone come here. Not that they care, and not that it's always spotless when people come anyway, but a little bit more. My dogs want another treat, but they've eaten all their treats. They will not get any more. Yeah. Now I'm gonna scroll TikTok for half an hour probably and get some more ideas on things I want to say. So a lot of people assume because someone does SW or has OF that we're like rolling in the cash. We've got heaps of it, and if you have the health and the time and the availability to and the mental capacity to really focus on the money and build up your cash and your clientele, then yes, that may be the case. You can really focus on money and earn money in a short period of time. There's no guarantee, like with every business though, that you're gonna have the clientele align when you want them. I know there's been plenty of times I would love to work like imagine like I know I can earn $1,000 or more in a day because it's happened many times before. But if I plan for the next 10 days in a row to earn $1,000, the universe sometimes decides that's the time my phone's going to be dead, and then I end up more frustrated than rich. So nowadays I tend to go with the flow a lot more. And I have worked like that when I first started. I did focus a lot of the money. I really wanted to pay off my debts and get a deposit for a farm, not just a house, a farm, land. We can have a little shack. I'm fine with a shack, but we need the land. Yeah, then COVID happened, and like COVID with most things ruined a lot of stuff for people, hey. And then the other way to work is to just earn what you need to get by and have less time working and more time in your personal life, home life, which I've had to do that through necessity because of health. I don't always have 10 days or like I don't have 30 days. It'd be very unlikely at the moment to get 30 days straight where I'm not having health issues that mean I can't work. Imagine that. It's going to be fucking amazing when I get 30 days without having some health issue impact my work. This isn't contagious. Oh, well, the cold is contagious, but the other stuff's not contagious. It's just stuff I live with. So, and even people without complex illness, if they've got kids, or they might just like the lifestyle, they might just like doing, a couple of hours work a week and spending the rest of the time with their hobbies and stuff. Some people volunteer in the time they've got, so it's two ways, like build the money and or live the lifestyle, and they both probably sort of overlap at times. So don't assume just because someone does S work that they're earning a lot of money. Oh yeah, that other thing, sometimes when you're really focused on wanting to earn that money, that's when you get the dickheads, when the messages that, or the bookings that you're a bit iffy about, you're like, if I wasn't focused on the money, I would say no to these, but I really want that extra money, and they're probably going to be all right. They're giving me a bit of a dickhead vibe, but I'm sure I can handle it, and you'll do a booking with them. And sometimes they do end up being fine. It was just nerves, impacting it. But other times they were dickheads. And then the more dickheads you get, the more drained the mental, physical health. It has an impact when you've got to deal with dickheads, especially when it's sexy time with dickheads. Hey, it's bad enough if you're working on a job site or you've got a difficult customer, in a retail store or something like that. That's annoying, isn't it? Imagine when they're fucking annoying and like the job is to sleep with them and survive it. So there's downfall of the biz. And sometimes there's clients that are just all right. They're a little bit annoying, but you can get through. But for me, that still has a mental impact. So now I tend to just sort of go with the flow as much as possible. I've had times where I've had regulars booked in pre-deposit area, like 4, 5 for the day, and I'm thinking like that would have been, this was early years, there's sort of been over $1,000 in that day, and I'm like, yay, and I've already spent it in my head, and then they've all cancelled, and it was like, oh, that's gone. So from about that time, I've not spent the money in my head until I've received it. And I tend to go with the flow a little bit more, but still have an idea of what I'd like to target. Oh well, I don't know. Now I'm trying to get back into that saving and working mode, so I'll try to set a little bit of goal each week of what I want to earn. But safety is always first. So if it happens to be red flaggers, then I will decline before that. Before I accept red flags, especially if I'm working from home. If I'm in a motel, a little bit different. It's a bit easier to go nutty on them if they're idiots and they don't know exactly where I live. Where if they come to my house, I go a bit too nutty. I don't know. Anyway, there's my second thought of the day.